Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out, Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out, don't ever rise is deadish.
Bearish target, 13 times though.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.
Yo, welcome everyone to today's cryptocurrency price prediction and technical analysis video. For the past few hours, Bitcoin is definitely getting some kind of a push towards downside, and right now we are trading at approximately 68,250 US dollars. And on today's crypto live stream, I really do have a lot of different things to talk about with you. We are definitely going to talk about the horizontal range that I already posted about only a few hours ago in Discord right here. Bitcoin is right now at least on a lower term time frame, let's just say on the 2-hourly and also on the 1-hourly time frame, potentially forming some kind of a range. We are definitely going to talk about it. We are going to talk about the local volume areas of support and also the resistances. We are going to zoom in on the 30-minute time frame to talk about the elite wave price structure. We are going to talk about the liquidity levels, and of course also I want to show you exactly what is happening on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. So I definitely do think that today's crypto live stream is going to be a very interesting one. Actually also something else. I'm going to show you where potentially we might be looking to enter another long or a buy trade. Because of course, right now Bitcoin is pushing lower and no way I would be interested to fire another short or a sell trade. With it being said, of course, welcome everyone that is right now joining. I really do hope that you're enjoying your day today and that potentially today's live stream is going to make your day just a little bit better. I do think that, yeah, let's go right now straight into the charts to talk about what is going to be the next most likely scenario. So what we are first of all going to do, let's zoom out on the 4-hour time frame, because as you probably know, like, this was the main scenario we were paying attention to and also planning, because if you watched my live stream from 1 week ago pretty much, you know that we went with the anchored VWAP, anchoring it exactly at this specific high. We were looking at this resistance at approximately 75,000 US dollars, and of course this level was mentioned many times, and yeah, right now for sure it does seem like we hit the level beautifully. And right now Bitcoin, it is getting quite a nice push down, a very nice rejection. Now, how did I trade this specific price action? I also mentioned this already, I think, a couple of videos ago, but I was trading this with quite an aggressive short or sell position exactly when Bitcoin hit this specific level. Of course, because we went higher, I got stopped out on one of my short trades, but the thing is, I was also holding, or actually I'm still right now holding, some short trades from much higher. That is why when I saw that Bitcoin got this rejection back down, I added even more capital to my short trade on Bitcoin. So that is why I do right now still remain in my short on Bitcoin and also on Ethereum. I do believe that the entry price is right now approximately 86,000 US dollars, but it doesn't really that much matter because simply I was adding to my short position exactly at the area of resistance, which in my opinion, it is usually one of the smartest idea for you to be doing. Looking for sells at the resistance, looking for buy positions at the areas of support. So we got a rejection back down. Now, yes, in yesterday's video, of course, if you watched it, I was looking for Bitcoin to ideally get another push towards the upside for us to take some liquidity above our recent highs, let's just say at approximately 72, maybe even 71,500 US dollars. Now, clearly, none of those two liquidity levels right here were actually hit. Bitcoin got a push up, rejection, some kind of a bounce here, and then another push down that happened literally later, or actually, yeah, only after I published the video, we then got another push down, taking the liquidity below the recent low right here. Now, of course, I do think you probably right now have a question. If I think Bitcoin could maybe get right here another rotation back up before potentially, of course, continuing lower, or simply can Bitcoin bottom at this specific area and maybe right here get a bigger bounce back towards the upside. Now, of course, first of all, we need to ask ourselves, at what level are we trading right now? Are we at the support? Are we at a level of resistance right here? Or simply, have we taken some liquidity below the recent lows? Now, let me right now, first of all, zoom out right here on the 4-hour time frame for us to get the bigger picture. As you probably know, every single time we are looking at this bottom price action here, we are definitely measuring the volume of the entire range. We knew we have the value area high right here. So also, for example, something that I mentioned to you what I was doing right here. The thing is, you don't have to know in which direction Bitcoin is going to go for you to make money in the market. I think I mentioned this many times before. So that is why I was looking, or actually not looking, I did fire a new long or buy position on Bitcoin approximately at this area. I made this completely public. You know that in the videos I was showing to you, I was in a long trade right here. Now, maybe you're going to ask me, bro, Bitcoin clearly went down. Did you actually make money on this specific trade? And the answer is going to be yes, I did. Because I fired a long right here, and simply our plan was taking the profits on the move up because the value area high right here is going to be a very important area of resistance I definitely will not ignore. First take profit here, stop loss to break even, no more risk on the table. If we would continue higher, even more profit for me. If we go lower, I already made money on the trade. I paid myself because I knew a very important level right here was hit. And of course, if we then get a rejection back down, I want to get out of the trade. Unfortunately, Bitcoin went down, and right now we are also trading at some kind of an important area of support. Let me right now show you exactly what level on Bitcoin was actually hit. Now, first of all, let me remove the volume cluster from the chart, and we are going to go again with the anchored VWAP. Remember, with the high that was formed right here, Bitcoin hit the anchored VWAP, and we got a rejection back down. What was hit also right now where we are? Another anchored VWAP, anchoring it exactly at this specific low. And you can now see we are trading approximately at this specific zone of support. Does that mean the level is going to hold? No. Of course, I do not know what happens next with Bitcoin. The only thing I know is at what level we can be looking for a buy trade, at what level we can be looking for a sell trade. I don't know the outcome of the trade, but that is not the point. That is, the point of risk management is for me to lose small if I'm going to be wrong on the idea, and for me to win big if I'm right on the idea. Right now, we are at the area of support. What are we doing right here? Only two options, or actually there are three options. Take profit on the short trade, potential buy position, or simply if you don't feel comfortable doing anything here, simply do not enter, simply look and wait to see what is going to happen next. No way I would be looking right here to enter another short or a sell trade. Can we continue lower? Sure we can. Everything in the market is possible, but the thing is, it's the area of support, so no way I'm looking right here for another short or a sell position. We are at the anchored VWAP. That is, of course, going to be some kind of a zone of support. Additionally, we can right now once again go with our volume, measuring the entire bottom price action, and you can notice that the point of control or the biggest volume cluster coming in slightly below where we are as right now. So even if Bitcoin right now gets a very small wick down, we are going to hit the point of control, the biggest volume cluster, at approximately pretty much $68,000 right here. It is going to be the point of control, the biggest volume cluster. And also, if you look like that, when we are zooming in, let's just say on the 1 hour time frame, we took the liquidity already below this specific low. So we are right now building, let's just say, we are building right now a thesis why Bitcoin could get a pump towards the upside right here. Again, I don't know what happens next. What I do know that the anchored VWAP on Bitcoin was hit. I do know liquidity level right here was hit. I do know even if we go right now slightly lower, we still could get some kind of a liquidity grab, point of control potentially could get hit, and then we put, of course, we are then ideally looking for some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. Also, of course, if you are in my free VIP Discord server, earlier today, I did post something very important right here. Bitcoin is trading at the bottom of the range. Actually, can I make this slightly bigger? Okay, I think you're right now going to be able to see this slightly more clearly. Ideally, I would like to see a pump from here, resulting in a short squeeze, a lot of shorts coming in currently. Easy invalidation for the long trade below the range low. So again, I'm right now approaching the chart very, how would I say? I'm not right now doing any crazy technical analysis. I simply know we are trading at the area of support, and I also know that because we are trading at the area of support, we are not looking for a short trade here, we are only potentially going to fire another long or a buy position. And right now, for me to be completely transparent with you, I did already fire another long position of Bitcoin. Let's just say I think the average entry price is approximately 68,500. If we do get right here another push down, for example, something like this, and then another reaction back up, I'm going to add something to my position and move my stop loss immediately below the recent low right here. But yeah, right now, let's see if this specific area right here is going to hold. I did fire a new long trade. Can I lose the trade? Sure. If Bitcoin right here does get a push down, I am going to lose the trade. But the thing is, if we do get right here a bounce towards the upside, which in my opinion, looking at the order flow that we are going to do it slightly later as well, we could potentially right here get some kind of a rotation back towards the upside. Also right now, look how many people on the entire push down here yesterday got liquidated. We got quite a significant liquidation spike exactly on this specific red candle because, I mean, clearly the biggest liquidation spike happened on the move down. What does it mean? People that were holding long positions right now with the liquidation spike right here are simply liquidated, which means that this right here is going to be another bullish Bitcoin indication. Look right now at some previous examples. Right here, we got a liquidation spike. Bitcoin got some kind of a reversal back up, some kind of a liquidation spike here. Sure, we got another push down first, but then of course also another push up. Right here, another liquidation spike. I mean, here, of course, yeah, we then did continue lower. Right here, we got short positions liquidated. It was the exact top. Bitcoin got right here, another rejection back down. So looking right now at the liquidations, it clearly does look like we have already liquidated quite a lot of long positions right now from the entire Bitcoin market right here. We know we are at the area of support. I am going to admit to you, it's not the best support level, but the thing is, because it's some kind of an area of support, and actually I would say it's a good one, but not the best one. That is why I'm right now still interested to hold my long or a buy trade. Now, additionally, something I did post right here on Twitter only 20 minutes ago, where I actually said that Bitcoin has just hit its 2-week liquidation cluster, because you can now see the biggest liquidation cluster on the 2-week time frame was below this specific low. And right now, I mean, sure, we could still get slightly lower here, hit another quite an interesting liquidation cluster. Actually, let's go right now on this website. I'm going to refresh the page. Let's go with the symbol here. Let's go with the 2-week time frame. Where we are right now going to see that, yeah, still, where we are is right now, very important area, where potentially, yeah, sure, we could still get another very slight push down, but nevertheless, the biggest liquidation cluster right here has already been hit. Slightly lower here, another 300 million, 267 million. I mean, clearly, this area right here is the most bright one on the entire 2-week time frame. So this right here is right now saying to us, sure, potentially, we could still right here get another very slight push down. Support level is going to get hit, liquidations cluster is going to get hit, but then of course simply look at the price action itself. So you don't have to right now, how would I say, you don't have to right now complicate things. Look at the data as objectively as possible, and I'm right now going to share with you quite a nice trading idea that you can right now implement in your own trading, of course, if you want. So you can see we hit, or actually we still do have a nice support level below us, and usually the reversal happens after we take the liquidity below the recent low. Have we already taken the liquidity? The answer is yes. We had right here the first very important previous low. With this push down, the liquidity was already taken. But I would say like that, if we get something like this, another push down, immediate reaction back up, and I'm talking literally immediate reaction back up, similar to what we got right here. We took the liquidity below the recent low, we took out the liquidations cluster, we hit the volume level. Simply, you could potentially be looking to fire a long trade, stop loss below the recent low. And right now, of course, also, I want to talk about some very important areas of resistances you need to be aware of on the Bitcoin chart itself. Very clear, very simple invalidation level with quite a nice nice risk to reward ratio. Again, does it mean the trade is going to play out? Unfortunately, no. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen next. But the thing is, where we are as of right now, no way I'm looking for a short trade. The only trade I'm right now looking for here is going to be a long or a buy trade. Now, let me zoom out here on the 4-hourly. Actually, no 4-hourly. Let's go on the 1 hour here, because I want to talk about the horizontal range. Something I already posted right here in my free VIP Discord server. By the way, if you want to join the Discord server, simply scroll down and click this specific link down below in the description. You're going to join my free VIP Discord server right here, where I'm posting some very interesting updates, I would actually say, because the moment I cannot do a video, the moment I'm not posting on Twitter, sure, I can then post a very interesting update, let's just say, on Discord. And right here, of course, we already had the horizontal range identified. But what we are right now going to do, we go here with the channel. Let me just see if I have it here. I mean, I already have it right here, but let me remove it because I would really like to show you how I am drawing it on the chart. I'm going right here with this specific wick because, I mean, actually, I'm going to show you later with this wick right here is an important one. Extending this one, of course, toward the right, and expanding this one towards this specific low. So clearly right now, Bitcoin could be moving and trading in some kind of a horizontal range. Now, of course, maybe some of you right now in the chat are going to say to me, bro, clearly Bitcoin is trading below the horizontal range. And I would agree with you, Bitcoin is right now below the range. So how can we right now trade this? And let me right now show you exactly, there are right now two types of traders, right? The first type is slightly more risky, being slightly more aggressive with their entries. The second type of a trader is more of a conservative one, looking for a confirmation. So here, if you are longing right now at this specific area, where we are at the moment right here, 68,300, you are more of an aggressive trader because we are below our horizontal range. But the thing is, you can still then potentially, if you enter right here with the first, let's just say 50% of your entire position size, you can then simply add even more capital to your position once we get a sign of strength. And the sign of strength right here is going to be if Bitcoin reclaims the bottom of the range. And then also, what are the most important volume levels? What are the most important levels in the range? Of course, are going to be the volume levels, right? So you can see that you can see right here the value area low coming in 60, let's just say 69,000 US dollars. So let's say Bitcoin does something like this: push up, reclaims the bottom of the range, reclaims the value area low. We are trading above the level, bullish indication. Then simply you can be looking to add even more capital to your long trade. The thing is, if you felt slightly more aggressive right here, your first entry is right here, second entry right here, average entry approximately at this specific area. You have the stop loss, of course, below our range, looking ideally for higher price targets. So clearly right now, first of all, you're going to notice that a beautiful area of resistance on Bitcoin is coming in at the value area high and also the point of control, let's just say at 70,700 US dollars. I mean, this area clearly, it's quite an important one. If we don't pay attention to the volume, if we don't pay attention to the range, I mean, you be the judge, but it really does seem like this area, historically speaking, has been beautifully respected. Perfect area of support right here, perfect area of resistance, perfect area of resistance right here. So definitely a very important level. If Bitcoin right here, this right here get the acceptance back in the horizontal range. So if we start going above the value area low, the probability of us going toward the value area high is going to increase quite significantly. So that is why, of course, I'm telling you right now, you could potentially look to go with a long trade on a sign of strength. Once potentially the value area high right here, value area low, sorry, it is going to get right here reclaimed back towards the upside. Additionally, let me now show you something I also posted right here. Right here. A lot of shorts coming in currently. What does it mean? It means people, where we are as right now, are firing short or sell trades. Now again, what we said before, ideally, we are looking for short or sell positions exactly at the area of resistance. Exactly, of course, also what we did when Bitcoin was trading right here. We knew, no way we are looking for brand new buy positions. The only trade we are looking for right here is going to be a short trade. I also literally wrote this exact thing right here. It went slightly higher, and that's why I got stopped out on my short trade, but I was still able to add more capital to my already existing short trade. So again, looking for a short at the resistance, looking for a long at the area of support. Where we are as of right now, again, pretty much everything we were talking about right here in the video today was that, yeah, we are right now approximately at the area of support. Sure, another very small push down could happen, but again, we do have then the invalidation level in a case the support level right here is going to get broken back down. But again, most people right now, when you right now pay attention to the order flow, they were entering throughout the entire day brand new short trades. How do I know that? Look right now at the open interest and also the CVD indicator. When you see the CVD indicator right here going lower, it means selling pressure is coming in, open interest increasing, which means brand new money coming in the market in a form of brand new short trades. People are entering a short or a sell trade exactly at this area. Does that mean that they are not going to be profitable? Of course not. Sure, Bitcoin can right here get a major push down. I was wrong on my long position right here, and people that have right now entered already a short trade right here are going to make money. That is pretty much, of course, the reality of the game. If we go right now lower, people are going to be correct that entered a short trade at this specific level where we are as right now. But the thing is, you can right now also notice that Bitcoin for the past few hours has been forming some kind of a bullish absorption on the price action. Let me maybe even zoom in here on the 15-minute because it's going to be even more visible. Look right now at the CVD indicator, right? So we are getting right here quite a significant push down. Bitcoin, at least as right now, it is still getting right here some kind of a higher low. What does that mean? Bullish absorption happening where we are as right now. So because of that, ideally right now, I am still looking right here, pretty much what I said right here, for some kind of a short squeeze on Bitcoin, ideally in the upcoming hours. We are then going to, of course, wreck quite a lot of people that fired a short or a sell trade where we are as right now. That does mean, of course, we need to get a push up right here. I'm just saying that if we do get right here a push towards the upside, a lot of people are probably going to get wrecked because it does seem like a lot of them have actually entered a brand new short or a sell trade. Additionally, right now, something very, very important that is right now happening on the 30-minute time frame in terms of the L8 waves. So let me remove the range here from the chart for a moment, and we are going to zoom in here on the 30-minute time frame. So something that definitely caught my eye here on the move down is that it does look like it could be potentially some kind of a 5-wave structure. First impulse right here, some kind of a correction, another impulse, another correction. Potentially right now also, of course, Bitcoin has finished some kind of a 5-wave structure back towards the downside. So it could mean that, yeah, I mean, if this one right now is actually the correct L8 wave count, it could mean we are looking right here for a very simple, very nice rotation back up. And also right now, let me do show you the exact target that, in my opinion, it is a beautiful one, especially if we do get right here the acceptance back in the range. Again, we are not getting a big sign of strength just yet. The big sign of strength is going to be if we start reclaiming our horizontal range. Actually, before we do talk about it, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button here because 1,000 likes I really do think is right now possible. And of course, also, thank you for subscribing to the channel because, I mean, 136,000 subscribers already. I do think we can definitely attack maybe even 200,000. So definitely smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Now, let's talk about the exact targets that I'm going to look for here if Bitcoin is going to be able to get the acceptance back above our value area low, and of course also back into our horizontal range. So what we usually say, liquidity levels are one of the most important levels you should always pay attention to. So what are right now four liquidity levels I'm looking at? Pretty much what I have been saying in my previous video right here, what was one of the most important levels I was looking for here. 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension was aligning beautifully with a liquidity level, which was actually this one right here. So this right here is the first liquidity level. Second one, slightly lower right here, at approximately $71,600. Another one right here, and also then another one exactly slightly lower here, $71,000. Clearly, a lot of liquidity to be taken exactly above our lower highs here. Additionally, let's go right now one step further. First of all, you probably know that if you go with the CME gap right here, we close the chart at approximately $70,200. $70,200 it is going to be approximately this area right here. let's say we have a CME gap. I'm going to even go with the text here, CME close. So we do have the CME close right here at approximately 70,200. I don't think that this level right here is a significant level. I do prefer our liquidity levels right here, simply because usually before a potential reversal, we would like to get some kind of a liquidity grab. But the thing is right now, what if we right now measure the entire bottom price action again with our volume? You can see that at the value area high, we do have our first liquidity level. So right now we are going to stack up all of the levels here to see which one is most likely to get hit if Bitcoin right here does get a rotation back up. So clearly the CME gap is not right now at least aligning with any other level. So I'm going to remove the CME gap here from the chart, or actually the CME close. You can see value area high aligning with the liquidity level, which is beautiful. I'm going to right now also remove all of those liquidity levels because clearly this one is right on the closest one to the value area high. But also right now, we go with our Fibonacci, we go from the high here, we go directly toward the low. So right now, you can see that the golden Fibonacci ratio, I would agree with you, it's not coming in exactly at our liquidity level, but definitely the golden Fibonacci ratio coming in exactly, and I'm talking about exactly at the point of control here. So clearly, we do have right now some, let's just say, we do have right here some confluence at this specific area with the gold pocket, with the point of control. But yeah, value area high and the very important liquidity level is definitely going to be slightly higher. So I would say this area right now, Bitcoin, 70,500 is the first very important level I would be aware of if potentially right now Bitcoin does get another rotation back towards the upside. Additionally, remember what we were doing, I think in yesterday's video, we went simply with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at the specific high. Now, the anchored VWAP, it is going to be slightly higher from the area of resistance right here, but nevertheless, you can see it is definitely curving back down, right? So potentially if Bitcoin does something like this, push down right now, hit our point of control, then a reaction back up, the anchored VWAP probably it is going to be curving back down, and probably it is then also going to align with our major area of resistance. What we can do then, what can we do? What can we do then? Simply, if we are looking for a buy right here, stop below the low, first take profit approximately this specific area, approximately 2-to-1 risk to reward. Potentially, of course, if we are trading the exact swing failure pattern, we could get the average entry slightly lower. So let's just say 4-to-1, 3-to-1, 2-to-1 risk to reward for some kind of a long position right here. In my opinion, does make quite a lot of sense. Now also, as I said before, I want to approach the chart as objectively as possible, right? So that is why I also right now want to show you the bearish scenario on Bitcoin. What if we are going to get a push down? That doesn't mean that I'm not still right now holding a long position right here. That doesn't mean I'm not going to fire a long trade, because again, I already fired a long trade, and if we do get right here another swing failure pattern, I'm probably going to add even more capital to the long trade. But the thing is, what if my plan right now is not going to play out? What if I am wrong? That is exactly what you should always ask yourself when you're trading, right? What if I am wrong? Because if I am, I don't want to be holding my long position the entire way down on the dump, right? So that is why you want to get stopped out of your long trade if you're wrong on the idea. So now let me show you why potentially Bitcoin could get a push down here. Go right now with the exponential moving averages on the 4-hourly. We are in a downtrend here. On the 2-hourly, we are in a downtrend because those crosses right here were literally formed or actually confirmed only a few hours ago. Let's just say earlier today. On the 1-hourly, as you probably already know, we are having right here already right now some kind of a bearish cross. So it means the average trend on Bitcoin right now on the 1-hourly, 2-hourly, and 4-hourly time frame, it is clearly towards the downside. So it is going to be some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication. Does that mean that we cannot fire a long trade at the support level? Definitely not, because what you're going to notice right here, we got a bullish cross on the 4-hourly time frame. Literally, you can right now see almost exactly at the high, right? So that is why I definitely would not purely trade with those exponential moving averages. However, objectively, right now looking at them, bearish cross, it is actually going to be, of course, a bearish Bitcoin indication and some kind of a sign of weakness. That is why I'm telling you right now, pay attention to see if potentially we get right here some kind of a liquidity grab or a swing failure pattern, or even better than if we are then going to see the acceptance back in the range. If so, happy days for Bitcoin. Let's right here look for some kind of rotation back towards the upside. But the thing is, what if we go lower? What if we are wrong on the idea? Another, what we said before, where we are right now, it is a good support level. The best support level, a beautiful one, it is going to be even lower. And as you probably know, I think from my yesterday's video, I already showed you quite an important golden Fibonacci ratio. So what we were doing right here, we went directly from our swing low, directly towards the swing high. And this major golden Fibonacci ratio on Bitcoin is coming in at 60, let's just say 60, let's say $65,500 US, right? This golden pocket, in my opinion, it is the best support level out of them all. The biggest support level you can right now see on the Bitcoin chart itself. Why so? Because it does perfectly align with not only the daily, but also actually the weekly high-term time frame support levels right here. I'm actually going to enable only those two levels here. So we have the daily, we have the weekly. Very important levels here, exactly at the golden Fibonacci ratio. But also, again, going with our fixed range, going right now and measuring the entire bottom price action, value area low right here, aligning exactly with both of those levels, right? So clearly, it is going to be a beautiful, a very strong area of support on Bitcoin if right here we do get another push down. This right here is the best support level. Is it going to get hit? Unfortunately, I don't know. But if it's going to get hit again, no way I'm going to look to fire another short position right here. I'm simply going to look to fire another long or a buy trade. But again, as I said before to you, I am already right now interested to fire. Actually, I already fired a new long position where we are as of right now. In a case Bitcoin right here does get another rotation already back towards the upside. And why potentially we could be looking for some kind of a reversal right here, or maybe at our golden Fibonacci ratio, simply because pay right now attention to some of the indicators. You probably know that on the Athlers, I think I already mentioned this in our yesterday's video, but on the daily at least, we are right now being in the oversold area already. Last time we were in the oversold right here, Bitcoin simply continued slightly higher above the recent high. We also bottomed on this indicator right here. We definitely then got some kind of a rotation back up. Right now, you be the judge. Are we at the support? Are we at the resistance? Clearly, actually not. I mean, we are in the oversold area, not really at the support. I mean, you could say maybe some kind of support level, but yeah, oversold area on the Athers right now being hit on the daily time frame. Historically, quite a nice, at least some kind of a more of a bullish than bearish Bitcoin indication. Additionally, let's go right now on the 4-hourly. I'm going to go with the RSI, MACD, and also money flow. What can you right now see on pretty much all of those indicators are right now having a bullish divergence already confirmed. Higher low, a very slight higher low, but nevertheless, it is a higher low on the RSI, higher low on MACD, higher low on money flow, lower low on Bitcoin. So all of those indicators right now already are getting a confirmed bullish divergence. Is this a bearish or a bullish indication? I mean, clearly, if it's a bullish divergence, of course, it is going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. That is right now why a push up already on Bitcoin could potentially happen. Ideally, of course, we hit our point of control slightly lower. We then do get our swing failure pattern, acceptance back in the range. Happy days for Bitcoin. Let's look for higher. If there is no reaction below the recent low, if there is no acceptance back in the range, unfortunately, bearish indication, and only in this scenario, as we said before, we are looking right here for approximately 66,000 or 65,500 US dollar area on the Bitcoin chart itself. Now, also, let's go again one step further. Let's go with our Bitcoin liquidation heat map once again. We are going to go on the, let's go actually first of all on the 1 week time from here. Because on the 2 week, we are already right now trading at some kind of a liquidations cluster. On the 1 week time frame, on the other hand, the biggest liquidation cluster is not going to be below the recent lows, but actually exactly above the high here at approximately 71,500 US dollars. So again, exactly above the recent high. We also do have right here the liquidations cluster, which, because I mean, pretty much before we said the value area high on Bitcoin is going to be almost exactly exactly at this specific area, right? So clearly, this level on Bitcoin, a very important one, not only because of volume, but also, of course, because a major liquidations cluster is going to come in exactly right here. Let's zoom in even further on the 3-day, because a very similar story right here, it is also happening here on the 3-day, because, I mean, biggest liquidation cluster exactly above the recent high. That is why right now, yeah, ideally, I would like to get a rotation back up. Is it going to happen? Unfortunately, I don't know, but I do know that where we are right now, I am not looking for short trades. I'm only looking right here for another long or a buy trade, especially if we are going to get some kind of a rotation back above our recent high right here, back above 69,000. This right here, of course, is definitely then going to be more of a bullish indication of Bitcoin, and then ideally we are looking for our bigger liquidations clusters here, bigger liquidation clusters right here to actually get hit. With it being said, I would appreciate if you right now, of course, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to trade with us, you can do so, for example, on B2X right here, no KYC, no VPN, you register, you're going to get, register and deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, but also, the more you're going to trade, the bigger bonuses you're going to get. So, I mean, if you're looking right now for the exchange to trade, Bybit and B2X, in my opinion, right here, are the best options. Now, let me look at the chat a little bit, and then we can talk about Ethereum, we can talk about XRP, and also, actually, I maybe even want to show you what I did with the trading bots. Actually, I'm not logged in. I'm actually not even going to log in. But yeah, I did close all of my trading bots on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, and also Solana. Simply because, I mean, I did it approximately at this area. Overall, they went in profit. And also, I knew that at this level, potentially we are expecting a rejection back down. So that is why right now I'm not having those bots right now running. Potentially, I am going to deploy them, but I'm going to deploy them only if Bitcoin does get under push down below 60,000, or I'm going to deploy short position trading bots if Bitcoin is going to hit approximately this specific area. So I do have a very simple plan right now with the trading bots. Let's see what's going to happen. But yeah, so far at the moment, I don't have them. I don't have them running anymore. Let me right now look at the chat a little bit here, and then yeah, we can definitely continue with the technical analysis. He reads a heat map like it's a I don't know how to pronounce this word, unfortunately. Then sends you straight to liquidations. We will go down due to macro, not due to charts. Current movement are similar to January 97 to $60,000. I mean, the thing is, I would say sentiment in the market right now, it is still, I would say, quite bearish. And people are definitely still expecting that Bitcoin is going to drop lower, right? So what if, first of all, before we drop lower, we drop high, we go higher above the recent highs? I do think that, yeah, I mean, definitely it is a possibility that we do get some kind of a short squeeze from the area where we are, especially right now, if most people are actually expecting that Bitcoin is going to already get a major push down. Let's see. By the end of the first week of April, everybody will just wish they shorted. So again, you're saying that you're right now being bearish and that you're already expecting lower targets. Again, I am right now still in a short rate on Bitcoin from much higher. So if we go lower, sure, I'm still going to be making a profit here. But yeah, if we drop below 60,000, this area right here is actually quite an important one, because below 60,000 we do actually have some major areas of support. So definitely we are going to see how this is going to go. But yeah, below $60,000 Bitcoin, beautiful area of support. Thanks, bro, for your perspective. Do you think Ethereum will bottom faster than Bitcoin, like in the 2022 bottom? I do think it can happen. Let's just say a few days. There could be potentially a few days difference, but the thing is, usually we are going to get the approximate bottom very, very similarly. So that is why I wouldn't really bet that Ethereum is going to bottom out faster or later. I would simply say once Bitcoin, or actually once it's going to look like that the bottom is in on Bitcoin, that is when I'm also going to look to buy even more Ethereum. But yeah, I personally wouldn't really say to you right now that, yeah, we are right now looking that Ethereum is going to bottom out faster. Simply first, pay attention to Bitcoin, and then we are going to go with other altcoins, in my opinion. Those who are complaining about technical analysis don't understand the point of TA. He's giving us the tools to understand the market, not trying to tell us what to do. I mean, exactly. I mean, the thing is, I've heard that technical analysis doesn't work so many times. Under my YouTube comments, some people are telling to me, bro, technical analysis doesn't work. Bro, we predicted, I wouldn't really say predicted, but we said we are looking for a short trade at this level. Sure, Bitcoin could pump here, but now, if we hit such a nice level, the anchored VWAP, almost to the exact dollar accuracy, I mean, sure, you could still say technical analysis doesn't work, but you're going to write a look at the news and you're going to say to yourself, bro, at this level, clearly some bearish news kicked into the market. That is why we got a rejection back down. In my opinion, sure, the news can accelerate the price. But the thing is, the chart is very, very tactical. Clearly, you can write to see, I mean, for example, why we got a bounce at this area. It was a beautiful support level, clearly the value area low. And also, for example, right here, historically looking at the price, this zone has been a very nicely respected one. So why the heck would I write to say to you, technical analysis doesn't work? Clearly, it does look like when we hit a very nice support area, we can be looking for long trades. It's not going to play out every single time, but that is not the point, right? Technical analysis is all about, in my opinion, identifying high probability buying or selling opportunities at some very important levels, right? We identify a nice support level. Does it mean Bitcoin is going to bounce here? Of course not. But in terms of probability, we are trying to find, let's just say, find a level and find a reason why we can get a reversal right here versus why we are going to right here get a major breakdown, right? So because it's a nice level, in my opinion, a probability is going to be higher that we do get a bounce towards the upside right here. Does it mean it's going to happen? Of course not, right? But the reality is very high probability because it's a nice level that Bitcoin does right here get another bounce towards the upside. And pretty much, yes, I would agree with you with what you said right here. People that say that technical analysis doesn't work probably are not doing technical analysis in a correct way. There is, I would say that of course there is some subjectiveness in technical analysis, but I think we can all agree. For example, if we right now look at the plain chart, let me even go with the line chart, for example. I'm going to right now remove everything pretty much. I think we can agree. We can right now agree. This area on Bitcoin is an important one. Why? Because when we hit the level, we get a nice reaction back towards the upside. It does not happen 100% of the time. Clearly right here, we broke the level, but nevertheless, more often than not, when we hit the level, we got a rejection back up, right? So you can say technical analysis doesn't work, but in this scenario, probably you're relying on the news, you're relying on the entire market sentiment, let's just say, and probably in this scenario, you're not really trading well, in my opinion, because pretty much personally, I'm just almost purely technical trader. Sure, you can pay attention to FOMC meeting, you can pay attention to different news that are coming in, but the thing is, overall speaking, I would say that I am really a technical trader. You can identify so nice levels that can get really hit to the exact dollar accuracy. Can you trade this looking at the news? I mean, I don't think so. Let's see. Do you have a technical analysis for bear market bottom price range? I do have it. And actually, I did create another YouTube channel for that. So if you're right now going to go on YouTube, you can also go in my free VIP Discord server here. You go in the actually you go in the YouTube here. And only a few days ago, I did post a beautiful video right here. The channel is called Crypto Hyper. So if you're going to search on YouTube right now, Crypto Hyper, you're going to get this video. They want you to sell Bitcoin. Don't. This video right here that was posted on 19th of March, only a few days ago, brand new one, fresh out of the oven. This one, in my opinion, actually answers the question, where is the bottom, beautifully. You can check it out if you want, but yeah, I do think that you could potentially get a good idea where potentially Bitcoin, of course, it is going to bottom out, because I was, again, I'm purely looking at the technicals. I was not looking at any of the news. I was not looking at whatever. I was looking at the technicals. And if you're going to check out the video, you're going to see exactly how potentially and when potentially the bottom of Bitcoin could be formed in the upcoming, let's just say, weeks and months. Let's see. In my opinion, we need to clear out 60,000 low before the bull market starts. That would give us a weekly bullish divergence. 100% agree with you. And that is exactly what I also talked about in this video. So yeah, I mean, definitely this seemed like we are on the same page here. Okay, with it being said, let's go right now with XRP here. Let's see what we have been doing on the XRP chart. So this one got a beautiful pump, similarly as Bitcoin, of course, and right now we are getting a rejection back down. The biggest question we need to ask ourselves right here is at what level we are looking for a buy, at what level we are looking for a sell. Overall speaking, the best support level for XRP, it is still going to be $1 because it is clearly the bottom of the range here. And also it's going to be the psychological level. So $1 overall speaking, in my opinion, it's still a beautiful one. But let me right now zoom in on the 4-hourly to talk about more of a local range right here. So first of all, we are going to go here with the volume levels of the range. So very simply, identify the volume levels here, value area high, not very useful, value area low, and point of control. Both of them right now have already been broken back down. The value area low right here, I would say it's going to become important if Bitcoin here does start dropping lower, and we are going to be also trading at the value area low. So the same target as on Bitcoin here, if we are going to drop lower on XRP as well, it is going to be approximately 1.34 US dollar area. But the question, or actually should we say, let me right to try and analyze why we could potentially get a reversal already from the area where we are. I mean, clearly, the volume levels are not going to be the ones that could offer us a nice buying opportunity right here. But let's go right now with the anchored VWAP. Let's see if we do have an anchored VWAP from this low and also from this low. Let's see. Actually, let's go again with this one. Let's anchor it here. Okay, so both of those anchored VWAPs were already broken, so not very important. Let me go on the daily. Let's see if we do have any daily high-term time frame support levels here. We could go with the daily here. Actually, this one was already tapped, so I'm not going to go with it. No. The next daily here is then going to be much lower, so this one is not that important. Weekly also lower, monthly... No. Those levels, in my opinion, are not important, the high-term time frame levels. I mean, right now, if you look like that, the only thing we can do here is to go with Fibonacci, right? So, Fibonacci retracement from the low here back towards this high. Okay, we can already right now see the golden Fibonacci ratio is being hit beautifully on the XRP chart. So, if you look like that right now, we are at the golden pocket. Is this the best support level? As we said before, for Bitcoin, probably not the best one. But definitely golden Fibonacci ratio usually can be respected very, very nicely. Have we taken the liquidity below the recent low also? Let's see. This one? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we took the liquidity below the low. We hit the golden Fibonacci ratio. Another liquidity level is going to be below this low. But to be honest, I do prefer this one where we are right now. I do prefer this liquidity level over this one. If I would be looking for a lower liquidity level, probably is going to be this one here at 1.36. But yeah, right now, liquidity, right now, golden Fibonacci ratio. Okay, let's see if we do have right now also some indicators being in the oversold. For example, the R. Okay, this one on the 4-hourly, what is this one doing here? We are getting on XRP higher low, but on the RSI lower low. What is this? Hidden bullish divergence setup. So clearly, this one, in my opinion, it is definitely looking bullish, the RSI indicator. Let's see the MACD. Also, regular bullish divergence on the MACD indicator, probably also being formed on money flow. No, money flow only oversold. So I would say like that. Does it mean that XRP needs to get a bounce here? Of course not. Does it mean it's a good level to buy here? Sure, it can be, again, with, of course, proper risk management, right? So I would say I would much rather fire a buy position here than a short position. Stop loss below the support level, literally exactly the same as we were saying before for Bitcoin. You can right now implement this on XRP. Looking for a buy here, stop loss can be approximately below the area of support. I would give it maybe some more breathing room in case Bitcoin does right here get another swing failure pattern of the recent low. But nevertheless, stop loss approximately below the support level because yeah, right now clearly we are trading exactly at the golden Fibonacci ratio. Let me actually go with the MACD and also the RSI on the 1-hourly here because I see that we are forming lower lows, higher lows right here, higher low on the RSI. So we are getting some bullish divergences exactly at the area of support. Usually that is going to be a bullish indication if you're looking, of course, to trade right now XRP. Actually, I'm not already in a long trade on XRP, to be honest. I am in a long on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Looking right now at the XRP price, I am potentially also going to enter a fresh long position on XRP. Now, for Ethereum, we came directly toward our daily level. We hit our anchored VWAP. Like, again, for people that are saying technical analysis doesn't work, we hit the daily level almost exactly. Sure, if you did not properly identify it, maybe technical analysis did not work for you. But clearly right here, we hit the daily level beautifully. Now, maybe you're going to try to say to me, bro, clearly this daily level was not respected. Right now we are breaking back down. But clearly you can also see we hit the level. We at least got some kind of a reaction back towards the upside. So the levels, again, sometimes can be respected. Sometimes they are not going to be respected. But the thing is, the most important thing is, you're looking for buys on the way down. You're looking for sells on the way up. The only thing is, you don't know what level is going to hold, so that is why you identify only the best levels and also implementing proper risk management. Overall speaking, probably very high probability you are going to be in a profit. So now, is XRP, Ethereum right now trading at the area of support? I'm going to right now remove the anchored view up here. Let's identify another daily level, which is going to be, let me see if I have, okay. We do have right here another daily support level. Not sure why I don't have it on the chart, but this right here, it is going to be another daily. Let's move it back in the folder right here. So we have the daily right here, which was broken. We do have the daily resistance right now, right here. Bam. Okay. Let's see. Ethereum right now took the liquidity below our recent low here. So we definitely are right now, if you look like that, trading at some kind of a key level. Are we right now at the golden Fibonacci ratio? How can we do that? Fibonacci from the low back towards this high. We are definitely below the golden pocket, but I would say we are still approximately at the area of the golden Fibonacci ratio. So exactly the same as on Bitcoin. If you're looking for a trade here, I would do it like this. If we do get another push down here, wait for a reaction back up, stop loss below the low, looking for a long here approximately at this area, then let's see if we are going to be able to get a bounce back towards the upside. So very simple trade. You're trading the swing failure pattern or the liquidity grab below the low, stop loss below the recent low. If it doesn't play out, sure, you're going to lose some money, but at least you are looking for a buy trade on the way down at some kind of a nice area of support. So yeah, let's try to see if Bitcoin right here is also potentially going to get another push down. Let's see if we are going to get any reactions below our recent lows. We do have our stop loss. We do know where we are going to be wrong on the idea. So yeah, pretty much. Let's see right now if we can get right here some kind of a reaction back up at approximately 68,050 US dollars. If not, I get stopped out. I still do remain in the short trades, and then my next trade simply is going to be long position at approximately 66,000 US dollars. Let's see right now again with the chat. Let's see. I just took some profit on my current short. Don't really feel like we pumped hard from here. I'd much rather see a continuation down, but the oversold signals are enough for me to ready a long position. Interesting. Yeah, so there are a lot of different indicators right now potentially saying to us, be ready for some kind of a short squeeze. But yeah, of course, we are right now going to see what reaction we are going to get at the point of control. If there is no reaction, we are looking for value area low. But if there is a reaction, would be, of course, a very nice one, resulting probably in a short squeeze. Okay, with it being said, of course, thank you very much for watching today's live stream. If you enjoyed it, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel right here, because definitely we are attacking 200,000 subscribers. If you want to join the Discord, there is link down below. You can also get some free bonuses using the those links right here down below in the description. But yeah, with it being said, thank you for watching today. See you definitely tomorrow, because of course I'm going to create a brand new video for you. With it being said, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, and of course, peace out, everyone.
Vitalik, clapping, Vitalik, impressed. Happy and clapping, Vitalik is impressed. Vitalik clapping, 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 clapping.